This is Granny Maggie from Granny Magick, Professor of Earth Magic at deaduniversity.com. I just wanted to take a minute to encourage you to reflect on boundaries. The first place we look at when we set boundaries is what it is that we're willing to send out. What boundaries do we put around what we're willing to tell other people, what we're willing to do for other people? We keep in mind that whatever we send out is going to have an effect, and it's going to attract things back to us. So the first place is to think about where that boundary is. What are your beliefs? What are you willing to tell other people? How much? What are you willing to do for other people? Where do you draw the line? Is it in terms of health? Is it in terms of ethics? And then, of course, we set personal boundaries in relationships. We are careful about what we let in as well. We choose to set an energetic boundary, for example, so that we're not inundated by people who wish us ill, who wish us ill will, who send negative energy our way, whether they're aware of it or not. Toxic relationships, for example, those are pretty obvious, and we set the boundaries. But there are other boundaries we might want to set on the person who just makes us feel tired when we talk to them, who always seems to rain on our parade, so to speak. They can't be happy and express joy for us when we're excited about something. Are they always asking us to do them favors that are wearing us out? Do they care when we need help and are feeling ill? So think about where you put those boundaries in your personal relationships. And in your magical work, you need boundaries as well. Boundaries serve not only as a way to protect us, but as a way to deepen our magic and to allow us to raise and contain power. So, for example, there are a couple of reasons why we might want to create a magic circle when we're doing some magic work. One of those reasons might be to protect us from outside influences, particularly maybe negative influences, to protect the work against spirits that might be called in accidentally. There's a lot of different reasons to protect ourselves from being harmed when we're vulnerable and traveling into perhaps another realm. And then there's energetic boundaries that we put in place with that circle as well. And that helps deepen our magic. It becomes a container for our magic, and it allows our magic to rise up and to be able to create a cone of power. It's creating a sacred space. And that's what boundaries actually are all about, creating a sacred space for ourselves and our well-being, whether in magic or whether in our personal lives and our relationships. So please give some thought. Where do I put those boundaries? Is it wrong to set a boundary that keeps other people at bay a little bit? I find that setting those boundaries in relationships deepens the relationships that I do have, allowing me to have more energy for them, to go deeper with them, and to be more vulnerable and trusting in those relationships. So please give it a thought. This is Granny Maggie from Granny Magick, Professor of Earth Magic at deaduniversity.com.